Kata Christmas Yazi, which it holds just store they update date with the poster from Tselani-Cottonwood Chapter, the neck as in Navajo language. I will read this kind of slow this thing map I found back in 2009 that Tselani-Cottonwood area, and over the years, actually just about 2 years ago, I've been collecting from the elders, the older people. Although there's a lot I collected, still sometimes when I go over there, I'm still collecting. So, I'm gonna go clockwise though. They a rock formation. As it stands up, it has lines. It shana ha'atin when up the road with hope. It got biyatohe, certain kind of bush. Underneath it's got water. Got a tree that is a local tree, a type of tree. They nust bahajoni. There's a valley. There's a Nazarene church there. My grandmother's Shay, you know. I think he grew up in this area. Though local people, my cousins, he's buried over there. Though, grandpa, the other Williams family, they live in the area. There's a bunch of these names over reservation. Underneath there's water underneath the rock. Southeastern Navajo Reservation, and the western side towards Page. There's also a Sayato High School. They send Na'i-aha. There's a tall rock standing, real tall one. It's standing upright. They toti is, if I'm correctly, unless I gotta double check with this one. They say again, there's a large rock that's standing real tall. There's a lot of rocks in this area that are standing high up. They Tselani, mini rocks. That's where an old trading post used to be at back in the 1920s, 1930s. My maternal grandpa used to help out over there at this location. But there was a church there, a preschool, and a small clinic. My grandma used to help out over there to interpret for the Mennonite missionaries. They see the top. Up there, there's a trail where the horses go up this mesa. It's a big word, Balaka Mesa. It's a big formation of mesa. You cut an arrowhead in half lengthwise, and the shape of the arrowhead, this where that name came from. They big water, place where a lot of cows they come to drink water. They in between there's a road that goes up the mesa, hill or a small mountain. They chest is where my Che gave a parent, not my great grandmother, great grandpa, other Totsoni family. That's where their land is, with a lot of places where there's pottery found, pieces of ancient Anasazi pottery. They used to make pottery and dishes from the Anasazi. That's why it's named that way. They make into like a white mud. From it, they make rocks. There's rocks all around too. See it that hot again. There's horses that go up this trail. In the street, pine tree underneath there's water. I didn't know there was sprouts tree that's usually found in Colorado area. They make Christmas trees, but then there's in this area too, sprouts tree sticking out. But consult with the older people. They'll say correct. They'll explain it more thoroughly. It's basic cottonwood trees. It's all scattered. around on the ground. Big gashi beto edini kota de inashja bitch owl's hat. But there's a rock, like an owl's where it's got a hat, a cowboy hat, I'm sure. They session, lots of rocks scattered all over again. They tohajikad and water. There used to be lots of water way up this mountain area, and you can, with your hand, collect water. You can spray it around and spray the water around. Tohajikad. They I think it was a badger, an animal, fur animal, but water. That's what it's named after. To den das kana. To den das kana. There's very little water or hardly any water, but that still you'll be able to find a pond or some water there too, like a dish with water. Say Yanichi. It was almost like Red Rock and towards Fire Rock Gallup area. There's also a Cheyanichi. It's called that by Rehoboth Christian School. This is a Red Rock that's standing up too. They took there's a church there, a Black Mountain Church. Again, there's I'm not really sure about that translation in English, but there's a church. It's also called a took spin. Make sure you put that nasal sound in that one too. They desecrate this that's where Cottonwood, but it's actually not called Cottonwood, it's called White Rock Standing. Okay, Charlie family, right across is the Cottonwood Day School. It's right there, and you'll find Navajo Housing Authority housing, old and new housing, the chapter house, the brand new senior citizen center, and the veterans building there too. And then there's a lot of people living in this area. The neck. Let's go on this side. There, Sin Neka. There's a piece of wood, a tree, an old tree. Turns whitish color. That's all you did. Neka, if I'm correct. It's up It's up there's an eagle's nest. That's eagle's nest. Shot tall. There's a sunbeam or sun ray from it. As the sun is glaring down, you'll see some water mist. It's underneath the rock is a dark area or shadow area. Totik oars is bitter water. Bitter tasting water. It's again, there's a red rock that's standing real high, narrow red rock standing straight up. It's haskana. They see like a jar. There's like three horses that run in together, but these are rocks though. They look like horses that are running. Three of them that are running together. They tonditni. A moaning water. It moans. You hear it moans, and you hear sounds coming. That's why people don't live in this area. There's a water monster that comes out. It can fly too, and it can shoot laser lights from the eyes. I guess they had to push this rock in this location. When you drag something very heavy, it's best I could explain. There's a little hill, a big hill, but there's water there too. Used to be water. There's a Tselani way and towards Loop area and Bird Springs area too. This one's also called Tselani Mini Waters. So then there's no somewhere in this area, flattish area with lots of sheep where they can graze and they eat green grass. I hit the lini, the water that's coming together and flows together into one water, like two rivers or three little water streaming together. It becomes one. They, I caught at the teen. Again, it's up there. A red mesa. There's a road that goes up. When it kind of splits, I believe it splits off the road. Splits off the again. There's a porcupine that sits there. Porcupine that does. Again, last one is Yajasana. It's in between Chinle and Mini Farms area. There's lots of cottonwood trees, little small ones. There's many of them too in the sun.